Dear brothers and sisters, I welcome you all to hear and see this video message. In this video, we are going to pray for quality 24/7 power to all citizens of India. This article I wrote on 31st January 2020, and my suggestion already I sent to our union government through citizens portal mygovernment.in. Content for this video I given in the description. You can go through and study. India should ensure 24/7 reliable, affordable, equitable, sustainable energy access to households in urban and rural villages and industrial and commercial establishment. Pradhan Mantri sahaj Bijli Har Ghar Yojana or Saubhagya Scheme has been implemented at an unprecedented pace. More than 45,000 households were electrified every day over the last years. Now union government declared has achieved 100% of electrician in India, but how we can ensure uninterruptible 24/7 power supply to all? The erection of electricity poles and an extension of wires do not necessarily mean uninterrupted power flow to households. Report shows that gap between a connection and reliable power supply. While the median hour of power supply increased from 12 hours in 2015 to 16 hours in a day in 2018, but it is still far from the goal of 24/7. While instances of low voltage and voltage surges have reduced in last 3 years, about a quarter of rural households still report a low voltage issue for at least 5 days in a month. About half the rural population across 6 states report at least 2 days of 24 hours long unpredictable blackouts in a month. Ironically, more than a third of the population of this power surplus country still lives without power. A 2017 survey of rural households in Utterpradesh, for instance, found an average electrified households receive only about 13 hours of power, which goes below 10 hours in the monsoon. Such incidents are indicative of poor maintenance as opposed to intentional load shedding. Distribution companies, DISCOMs, needed to identify novel, cost-effective approaches to maintain infrastructure in far-flung, hilly, remote villages of Indian states. Pursue village-level coordinators and ordain rural areas to franchisee for infrastructure maintenance will improve customer service and revenue collection. Around 27% of the electrified rural households in the 6 states were not paying anything for their electricity. Despite the subsidies, constant loss of revenue would make it unviable for DISCOMs to continue serving these households in the long run. The states-run power distribution companies have remained the highest loss-making public entities in the country. Despite a massive financial restructuring under the Ujjwal DISCOM Assurance Yojana covering 97% of their total outstanding debt, providing free electricity connection to 3.63 crore households under Saubhagya would raise DISCOMs again further loss. The aggregate loss of DISCOMs due to power theft and collection insufficiency stood at 19.72% of the electricity purchases according to Uday data on 26 states. According to Nidhi Aayog, on April 2019, government departments and local bodies running up power dues rupees 41,386 crores in the first 9 months of 2018 and 19. Nearly half of the unpaid amount from government departments and ULP's government offices, police, fire, water and sewage departments as well as other civic bodies. Such large unpaid bills adversely impact cash flow and operational capability of DISCOMs. The impact gets magnified by other issues such as inadequate tariff revision and unable to pay the loans to lenders. Since the distribution sector generates revenue for the entire electricity value chain, its poor financial health significantly impacts generation and transmission. Despite India being the world's third largest power generator after China and the USA, its power generation utilities are vastly underutilized. India has an installed power generation capacity of 344 gigawatt, that is 3.4 lakhs megawatt, with peak generation unlikely to cross 180 gigawatt last year. A decline in demand for electricity from state discom in tandem with their deteriorating financial status has led to a significant plunge into planned load factor (PLF), an indicator of capacity utilization of power generation units. According to data from the Central Electricity Authority, power plant load factor has dropped consistently over the decade from 77.5% from 2009 to 65.33% in 2017. Lack of profitable returns disincentivize discoms to demand more electricity from power generators. Consequently, they fail to provide uninterrupted quality power across large parts of India, and ultimately people will be sufferers. In the absence of quality electricity supply, poor households may find free connections unattractive and continue to rely on conventional energy sources like kerosene and biogas or steal electricity from the grid. To overcome this cumbersome, DISCOMs should do the fast-track reform process by rationalizing electricity tariffs without political interference and ensuring reduction of losses due to rampant power theft and improve the collection and operational efficiency. For this, India needs real-time monitoring of supply at the end-user level. While the government is bringing all feeders in the country online, we currently have no provision to monitor supply as experienced by households. Only such granular monitoring can help track the evolving reality of electricity supply on the ground and guide DISCOM to act in areas with suboptimal performance. Smart meters and prepaid meters helps in enable such monitoring. Significant improvement should happen in customer service, which include billing, metering and collection. Electricity is the driver for India's development. We need to prioritize electricity access for livelihood and community services such as education and health care. Only such a comprehensive effort will ensure that rural India reaps the socio-economic benefits of electricity. So kindly pray and prophecy for quality 24/7 power to all will be accomplished by 2022. Bible says in 1 Timothy chapter 3 verse 1, this is true saying, if a man desires the office of a bishop, he desires a good work. Also in 1 Peter chapter 5 verse 3, neither as being lords over God's heritage, but being examples to the flock. Amen.